Hi guys, Aussie Coin Hunter here. Well, over the period of time that since my father's passing, I have been hunting a fair bit, but there's a lot that I haven't been filming, as you noticed. But during this time, I have found some pretty cool items. What I want to just say to you at this point is that I have returned to my Rising Sun site, which is from some of my earlier videos. Okay guys, so what I'm going to show you here is there, and there. That was the corner, that was the house on my 1920s house site. No, sorry, this is my Rising Sun house site. And I found my collar Rising Sun somewhere here. And my hat badge Rising Sun was somewhere over here. What I decided was, it's a sites like that where I've cleaned out all the really crisp, or all the high-end good targets that we chase. I use them as default sites when I need to, perhaps somewhere close to home or whatever. Pardon me, I'll go back and I will visit those sites, even though it's just junky signals. Now I do that purely because I know when some sites have that time, history of people living there over that period of time, and things may have been dropped that do come under junky signals, and I have really been surprised. Got some things here I want to show you, and basically I decided I'm just going to clean out every signal that makes the machine go off in these old sites, because signals that we might think, oh, they're this and that, can be very different, and that actually proved to be very true. I'm going to show you what I found and run through it. Now, my most recent one before the Leslie McCann item, which I've just shown in the previous video, 203 I think it is, just before then, I actually found a medallion commemorating the coronation of King George V. I didn't know what it was at the time when it came out of the ground, but it was a signal from the 40s to 70s to 60s, and it was all over the place, and I couldn't get an angle. I was using the 5x8 coil, and it came out. This is how it looked. I'll show you these pictures now. So, on the way home, I did a bit of just rubbing it because it was very corroded, and this is how it looked after a little bit of a clean. Then I got home and I got a little bit crazy, and I got the brush onto it, and you start to see what the actual colour looks like underneath of it. But because of the corrosion, it didn't really help it. But you can see a little clearer of what it should be. And I'm going to show some photos also of what one should look like. But there's a neat little a feature of it, and that is there's a kangaroo above the shield, and he's going like this with the crown between his hands, like that. And it looks like he's going ta-da with the crown. So I've seen this medallion before, and I thought, well, it's just something that I find funny. It's a kangaroo's bouncing up, going ta-da with the crown, and And I'll zoom in here and show you that. But also on the Rising Sun site, I have found, as I say, these other items. That one was a distinct 40, a really dodgy signal, and I pulled it out, and it was this, seems to be a marksman's badge. Came out in 2 pieces. Here's the photos of when I took it out the ground. So the little target, which you'll see, came out separate. I went back in the hole and there it was. So something like that you'd think would come up a lot higher, but so I continued on, and on another visit I actually found this. New Zealand, it's like a medical badge, it's a military badge. So that, here's some pictures of when it came out the ground. It's just such an awesome find. And I also found on another occasion a heap of buckles. It was almost like a bag had rotted in that spot. I don't really know, but I'll just show you those. And a few other pictures you see that from the hunts of the just junk that I was pulling out. Another one that happened earlier on before those finds was while doing that, clearing the whole site of all the small, these targets, all different odd targets that are low-end targets. I pulled out this, looks like a lizard, and with the Aboriginal sort of dot feel to it out of pressed, looks like pressed tin. But check it out. So my thing that I want to say to you now is, if you have sites that you've visited before and you've cleaned out all those really cherry signals, continue to go back to them, and especially if you know there's quite a lot of history, because in cleaning them out you can find stuff like this. So don't write them off. But more videos to come in the future. Just having to do this flashback kind of format at the moment and trying to catch up with some of the cool finds that I've found that I wasn't filming at the time. But take care, good luck out there, and bye for now.